Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everybody had a good, wonderful weekend. Of course, this is the almost end of the week, coming to the new weekend. Anyways, just how y'all doing? Wow, winter come back for a bite this time. We had beautiful weather beginning of the week. I was able to get out into the shop, do some little woodworking. Went and bought some material. I made a bed frame. Sorry, I don't have a picture of it. It's just basic general, construction lumber, but it was cleaned up a little bit. So yeah, basically used some 4x4 feet, to get out. Yeah, I just did it and I can't even remember it. So yeah, 2x10 rails and footer and header, and then a 2x6 or 2x8 rail on the inside with some 2x4s for the slats to sit on running down the middle. And like I said, then 4x4 feet. So got it all set up, everything looked on it. It's nice to crawl into a bed that doesn't move or creak because we were on a metal frame. We have a king size bed, and we were on a metal frame that we'd gotten from Amazon, which there you're uh, you're subject to whatever's going on that you can get there, and sometimes it's a crapshoot too for what you buy on Amazon, just like Temu. Anyways, yeah, we're in here with some Godforge quests, as you can see. From the last time you seen me, I had got my Anu um, legendary. Had him for a while. Chose the Dark Tempest for my portrait. Had locked Forge Fire, and then I had also had locked Pillar of the Sky imprint. But I went ahead and chose them, but now I'm just gonna wait and see, keep my eye out for like maybe if Excalibur comes in, maybe lock it in, and then the Sun Wukong imprint if it comes in and lock it, and then when it gets closer to the day, then maybe I'll switch. I'm not disappointed with Anu. I like his kit. He is in the S tier from a couple of content people that I've watched, and so I'm happy with that. But Heimdall, Vivian and Heimdall, and oh, what was the other one? Quetzalcoatl, I think his name is the name. Those are like the top three running. So they're and I hear a lot of people talking about Svarog. Svarog is up in there with it too. So a lot of people are liking Apollo. Apollo's got a real nice kit as well. Um, I don't have any of those pulled and ready to go, so I could probably find one and pull it in for you. But yeah, I guess Apollo's kit has a passive where I guess it inflicts like an acid, which will do damage, and then from what I'm understanding is it's like it doesn't cap at anything. It's kind of like unlimited for the battle, and so that can kind of be broken. But all the kits are subject to change, before the game goes out. So um, and the consensus I'm seeing now, this is just what I'm seeing. There's nothing written in stone. This is nothing that's been, put out by Fateless or anybody from there going, this is exact. But from what I've heard, because they extended this to go until the 20th of February. So if you're going to get in and do this, and I know my Aether's maxed out, but I don't know why I'm continuing doing these. I guess bonus points, maybe. I don't know. Um, but it just to keep it active, just keep it going. But you know, we'll just drop this one in. We'll go on you. But the consensus is because this is gone, because a lot of people are asking when is early access going to come out, and a lot of, from what I'm understanding from the community on Fateless's Discord, is that it could be a late February, early March, early access launches. So it could be a chance that as soon as this ends, within probably a couple weeks to a month, early access might be out there. So I don't know. Don't hold me to it. This is just speculation. This is what I'm gleaning from the discords and other people. So but that's subject to change as well. So but anyways, last we seen, we did some pulls. I think I had like 180, and we really didn't have any luck. Didn't get any legendary out of that. Of course, there's a 0.5% chance of pulling a legendary. Like I said, I've seen people on the Discord where they've pulled you know, hundreds. I think one guy pulled over 1,000 and he still hasn't gotten a legendary yet. So hopefully that'll change, gets closer to the end so somebody can get lucky, maybe lock in with a legendary to start. So I watched Mike Gog today. He was doing some pulls on his account. I've currently, just to show you here, I've got 360, and we'll go ahead and pull these, some of these, if not all of them. Try to see if I can't maybe get a Vivian or a Heimdall or Quetzalcoatl on there. Maybe as Varog. I don't know. Like I said, I like Anu too. It'll be hard, but anyways, he pulled a Hercules. He's pulled like Hercules um, 2 or 3 times when he's done this, and each time he's passed it on. He's got Heimdall locked in with Excalibur and the Monkey King imprint. So, but yeah. So do this one. Go off Ramses. Anyways, so without further ado, so we got that going. So we're gonna go ahead and try to jump in and see what we can see if we can get lucky and pull some other try to pull a different legendary. So here we go. Here's the first 10. Boom, boom. Oh, Raijin. Raijin. Oh, Raijin. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna see if I can't go find a thing for him, and then we'll open up his and we'll take a look at it and see if he's worth replacing Anu. I remember looking at it briefly. I've heard a lot of people say that either Raijin or Fujin, one of those two, they look like they'd be fun. But hang on a minute, and let me see if I can't find something, and we'll come back and look. His faction is I got it over here on my screen over here, but his faction is Izumo. He's a type. He's a Slayer. His affinity is strength and his allegiance is chaos. He has a leader ability of 25% attack in all battles. Now, granted, this is now that could change. So his base attack is attack 3 random targets. I don't know what the damage multiplier is. If the target is under a debuff, it places a barrier, 50% of the attack on this hero. If Fujin is on the team, he'll also gain a barrier and will join the attack. Okay, yeah. So, and then his core attack is attack all enemies 2 times, and I don't know the damage multiplier. The first hit has a 75% chance up to a maximum of 100% when booked out to a chance to apply Hex 2 on each target for 2 turns. And a cooldown of 5 with booked up to a cooldown of 4. The second hit has a 75% chance to 100% chance to apply defense down 2 on each target for 2 turns. And then his ultimate attack all enemies 3 times, increases this hero's divinity by 10% for each enemy defeated. If Fujin is on the team, also increases his divinity by the same amount. Okay, I do kind of remember. I think I think Fujin's is the same way. And then his passive is when an enemy receives a debuff, shock them, inflicting 100% attack, which cannot be critical, and ignores defense. This can trigger up to 1 time per enemy turn. So I don't really need an attacker because I guess from what I'm understanding is your starting character is going to be a good one that can carry you through. So so yeah, we're going to go ahead and just skip that for right now. We are going to. Can I roll this down a little bit? No, it only rolls the back. I want to move this up. All right, so here we go. Yeah, we're going to pass up that legendary and we're going to summon another 10 again. Who do we get? Nothing. All right, come on, people. Yeah, summon again. Being a little slow loading up a sold there. All right, who's next? Ooh, come on, come on. We want something good. Come on, we want another legendary to drop. I don't want to burn through all 360 of these just for that one legendary. Come on. Magog. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's see some of that pretty yellow or gold. Ran. Next. Trying to get familiar with some of these. Oh, a neat look. I like that. So I like blues. Blues are like one of my favorite colors, so that's pretty cool. Um, and we got Raijin again. Ooh, and Fujin. Oh my gosh, the pair dropped both of them. Mm, let me see if I can find him real quick on this list I got here. I think I went and buy him earlier. Come on. I know you're in here. There he is, Fusion. So he's a defender with cunning affinity. Allegiance is chaos. His leadership ability is 50 resistance in all battles. Now this one has these damage multipliers in here. His base attack is attack all enemies, 210% defense plus 120% attack and 30% up to 50% chance to place res down 2 on each target for 2 turns. If Raijin is on the team, he will join the attack. So yeah, these two are team attackers. His core ability is attack all enemies, 210% defense plus 120% attack. Places a protect 2 on allies on all allies except this hero. Also places stalwart on all allies for 1 turn. If Raijin is on the team, place ward on him. And his ultimate is transfers 1 debuff from each ally to this hero, then attack 1 enemy for 210% defense and 120% attack. Transfer all debuffs from this hero to that target enemy. For each debuff transferred, increase all allies' barrier and 50% defense. If Ryzen is on the team, transfer all debuffs to this hero. And then his passive is reduces the damage received by all allies from AoE attacks by 30%. So that's not bad, but he's not really at the top of the list. So Ryzen and Fusion we're gonna pass on. Double legendary drop in that. So I don't think I've seen anybody get a double legendary drop like that. I can't even. I might have seen a picture on the Discord, but I don't remember. But yeah, no, we're gonna pass. We're looking for some of the top tier ones. We're looking for either the Heimdall, the Vivian, the Quetzalcoatl. So nothing in there. So I can always, if I do end up pulling all these, I can always save till close to the when this ends, and then pull on all those as well. So that was nice to see. So yes, we you can. It's just all a matter of the RNG, the luck of getting, who you get. So who else we got? Oh man, that was something to behold there on pulling double legendaries and oh that look Lagertha got double rare right there. But that was awesome to pull the gens together. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna end up pulling all these just because it's been so long since I was in here and trying to just let everybody see what's out there, see what I'm going after. But yeah, I'm in the same camp and consensus that yeah, I think you need to look for a support character, either a Heimdall or a Reviver, or something like that, because I think your starting character is going to be, look at this, boom, 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 unbelievable, unbelievable. So, and another double rare for the Oni. Oh my lord. Come on. Come on. Let's see some more of that gold. Let's see some more of that gold. Come on. I do wish that was up a little further. I probably need to set this to where it drops out of the way when I'm not using it so I can have this full screen on the bottom. Here we go. Izanami. Izanami. I don't think Izanami is on the list for um let me see if I can't find her in here. Um, I don't know much about Izanami. I need to. I think later today I'm just gonna sit down with the what I can find on the kits and just run through them and read them. All right, so there's where we start. So we need to go back down here. Uh, Fish King Freya, Hades, Hathor, Heimdall, Hel, Hercules, Horus, Isis. It's Izanagi, Izanami. There she is. Okay. She is of the Izumo faction, the Disruptor type, Wisdom Affinity, and a Chaos Allegiance. She has no leader ability. Okay. So no, we don't want that. So we're gonna skip the Izanami and we're gonna go on, see what we can get. Summon again. So we've hit 4 different legendaries on this so far. So don't, for those that haven't pulled, don't give up. There, it is possible. That was just a fluke to pull the fusion and Raijin at the same time. That was some good RNG on that end right there. So, aw, that pretty kitty. Um, so we got who's that? Bay and then Makosh. All right, keep going. Who we got here? Nothing but rare. That's a rare fest. Come on, come on. Nope, nothing in there. That's another rare fest. Let's just keep going. Come on, come on. More rare fest. Oh my lordy. Gozu. Yan Wang. I remember watching. Oh, where's it at? Oops, over here, Fateless. Oop, give me a moment. I'm gonna pull this up and take a gander at it, and then I'll see if I can't pull this over on there so you guys can see it as well for Yan Wang. Okay, here's Simon's video on Fateless channel talking about Yan Wang. Um, but I think he said he could be a fun one. I guess he can kind of do some nasty stuff. Oops. Come on, bring that back up. Bring that back up. Anyways, but we'll let it play. We'll let this stuff pop up here. So, all right. So here's his core. It's got a 4 turn cooldown. It's attack one enemy for 280% attack plus 250% of initiative with a 75% chance to place a random defense down, attack down, or accuracy down, or for 2 turns. So you don't get all 3 of those. It's one of those 3 you get on his on his core ability. And then his ultimate is attacks all enemies. It's a 220% attack, 220% initiative, then has a 35% chance to place lock core and lock passive on each target for 2 turns, and then gain 25 divinity when placing a debuff on enemy. So he's kind of like a lockdown character. So from what I'm saying on this is, yeah, he can be kind of nasty if if he's locking down your core and your passive. So if you've got a passive that can help keep your team alive, or it can help you do more damage, and then he locks that passive out so that you can't get it. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty. So, but I don't think we're gonna snatch him up either. Just and I don't did he have I don't think he had a leader ability. Let me look here. No, I didn't want you to go big screen. Stupid. Goober goober goober. Let me see. Did it say if he had a leader ability? I don't think he did. Let me let this play. Da, 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 da. No, it doesn't show him having a leader ability, so we don't really want that. So we're going to go ahead and draw another 10, see what we can get. Come on, looking for Heimdall, Vivian, Svarog, Quetzalcoatl. That's not the Quetzalcoatl. This is a Chiquetzel, an Oxychiquetl. All right, somebody again. Come on, come on. Gee, no. Oh, and I'm out. That was it. So, no, we're not picking you. No, no. So there we go. So sadly, yes, we're gonna leave. So we burnt through all 320 of them. So I'm still stuck with Anu, which is fine. He has a decent kit. Where is Is this one? Yeah, this is the last one we did here. Uh, let's see. Did he open with it? Yeah. So we're going to lock him here. I like the way this is done here better this way. So let me pull this back over here again. So we'll look at Anu once again. He's the one I have set up in here. So hopefully you can read all that. Go ahead and mute that. So when I go to watch something later or whatever. All right. So his basic is attacks one enemy, 200% defense plus 100% attack. He places a vanish on the ally with the lowest current HP for one turn, so he can basically hide them, make them disappear. That's like a veil or perfect veil if you're in raid. Grace of the Heavens, this is his core. It's a 5 turn down to a 4 turn when booked. Places a defense up 2 on all allies for 2 turns and a protect 2 on all allies except this hero for 2 turns. And he also has a leader bonus. He's 30% defense in dungeon battles. And Cosmic Salvation is his ultimate. He places a Phoenix, which, from what I'm understanding, is a revive on all allies for 2 turns. And all allies except this hero will attack one target enemy. So it gives them a group attack, which I gather is pretty strong. And then if an ally under Protect 2, oh, if an ally is under Protect 2, they will heal for 30% of the damage inflicted. So we've got some sustain in there too. And then his passive is Celestial Ward. It says for every 10% divinity on this hero, reduce the damage allies received by 3%. So if he has, and I'm not sure what it takes for his divinity to go, but if he's got, so it's 10% divinity. So if you're getting, um, and if it only goes to 30% that you need to be able to cast it, then you're getting a pretty, even if it ends up being a 30% damage reduction. That's pretty good damage reduction. Um, so that's pretty good. So he's got some sustain in there and all that. So, but right now we'll move this back out of the way. Come on, get over here. The joys of 2 monitors. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. So we're gonna stick with Anu. Haven't gotten anybody else in this. I went with the Pillar of the Sky imprint. So if we look at this from Hero Tianlong, allies under shield deal 10% increased damage and receive 10% decreased damage. So they attack harder and take less damage. So that's what I've picked right now. But if I see the Sun Wukong imprint come in here, he allows like a revive, you know, if it's a fatal blow, you revive. So I'll probably lock that in. And when I get closer to when this ends, I'll decide whether I want to do Pillars of the Sky or that one. Balance of Force. I haven't seen this one yet. This is from Pongu. If this hero has more initiative than speed, attacks steal 10% turn meter from the target. Otherwise, they steal 10% divinity from the target. Kind of interesting. Kind of give you, but you got to make sure he's got more initiative than speed. Uh, so kind of unique. And then Queen of the Nymphs over here from Artemis. After defeating an enemy, this hero's next attack will inflict 25% increased damage. Eh, yeah, it's nice, but no. So we will let these 3 roll out since I've already selected that one and see what we get. As far as the weapon goes, I locked this for a while. This one I've seen in list as well, the Mapahutil. This one says attacks reduce enemy HP, attack and defense. Okay, so attacks reduce the enemy's HP, attack and defense by 5%, stacking up to at max 7 times. So that's 7 and 5. That's 35%. That's pretty good. So that I can see why that's on the list. So but I went with Forge Fire. It says reduce damage received by 10% up to total to max 28. Does not receive damage per wave until this hero takes their first turn. Hmm. It's on the list as one of the good ones, but I don't know. This I might. Mm, attacks reduce enemy HP attack and defense by 5%, stacking up to. This would only be one time, and then as it's leveled up, I guess, to 7 times. Yeah, okay. All right. So I can see why that was on the list. I like that. And then World Splitter is each time this hero lands a strong hit, increase their strong hit damage by 10% and reduce their incoming damage by 5%, stacking up to a max of 7 times. Uh, okay, but I don't think it's big on the list. I'll need to go over some imprint lists and see where how things are falling. So, but yeah, there's where I'm at right now. Um, so I appreciate y'all jumping along with me, checking this out. Let's claim these. Get it? Like I said, it's not building up this anymore. It's capped, but it it's there. Like I said, I'm just doing them to just just to keep doing it, just keep up on it. If I want to do this hour one, did I already lock? No, we'll just do this, do TN, and then we'll lock this one at 15 and we'll do ladies off. Okay, there we go. So yeah, again, this has been extended. It's going to run till February 20th. I would recommend that if you want to get in on this and be a part of it, to get yourself a legendary hero. In there, this is like a special launch reward. So to get that, you have to log in for 20 days to be able to get this. So I would start no later than the 31st of January, just to make sure, or maybe even January 30th, just to make sure that you're going to get in there, for the 20 days to be able to get these gems to be able to unlock him when he goes launch. And then your portrait is an exclusive portrait. You're only going to get it through this launch rewards, from what I'm understanding. And then the same thing, the weapon and the imprint. I don't normally tell people to buy this, but for 9.99, you're getting 2 times the mission speeds. You're getting, instead of 20 pulls now, you're going to get 60 pulls a day. And you get the third mission slot, and then there's a 30% chance to double the mission rewards. I mean, and then the ability to lock in your weapon and your imprint. So $10 is not a bad deal, and it goes to helping these guys to be able to get the game off the ground. They're passionate about it. They believe they've got what it takes to do it, and I believe they do. So I'm hoping the best for them, and I'm glad that I'm going to be a part of it. So, anyways, everybody, thank you so much. And it's gotten colder, so there might be a few more videos coming out of me now because it's cooled off some, uh, and everything that's going on. So, anyways, thank you for coming along. If you haven't already, and you'd like to, um, hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up and all that. It helps the algorithm to get these videos out for on YouTube. Um, I'm just trying to. I want to grow the channel and all that because I want to help people. I like helping people. I like trying to give good, informative information to those that might be seeking for it. So, anyways, yeah, just you know, if you're watching, you like it, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. I guess also there's a new thing that YouTube's implemented in here too. It's called the hype button. I guess that just like I'll even push it out even farther or whatever. So if you like it, hype it up, and we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to dig in here, try to just start and filling my head with all the information I can get on this, so that if I'm ever asked a question, I can hopefully help out. If not, I'll be able to point you in the direction where you can get the information or something. So, or I will dig for it myself, and go ask the powers that be that might know the answer. So, again, anyways, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all joining me on this. Looking forward to the game. Can't wait for it to come out. Like I said, I'm signed up for the beta and the early access. So as soon as I can get in there and get things going and set up, I'm going to dig in and we're going to explore this game together and see what it's all about. I mean, it's been hyped up very well, so I'm excited for it. And anyway, so anyways, everybody, thank you so much. Remember, Be safe. Most of all, be blessed. And we will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.